Well, we don't want to damper a lot of people's Easter, but we're going to do it anyway. It is Easter. Many people are going to be eating a lot more candy than usual today. Joining us to talk about some of the concerns and how you can balance the sweet treats maybe a little bit is Dr. Eric Griggs. And we had a slew of questions here on the prompter, and I think a lot of them are pretty easy to answer. When is it too much candy?
So before I start that, for the record, I will refuse to be the Easter Grinch. Let's just put that out there.
I'm like that in my house. My wife loves candy. I got beef with candy. I just think it's just. But anyway, look, you're gonna eat your Reese's eggs today. So is there any good candy out there?
Yeah, well, a small treat, a sweet, is something that everyone can enjoy. Now, you know, I see that one of the questions was, when is too much candy good? Too much candy bad? Well, for kids between the ages of 2 and 18, they shouldn't have more than 25 grams of sugar, of added sugars. Between 0 and 2, it should be 0. Mm-hmm. The issue is that, you know, everyone's looking for the Easter bunny. The big chocolate bunny that we have has 100 grams of sugar in it. So
don't eat that whole bunny.
Do not eat the whole bunny. Have conversations. Do not vilify candy, Josh.
Okay.
Don't vilify candy. Have a conversation with candy. Don't hide it, because what happens is the kids will, if you restrict it, they will overindulge when you're not around.
Yeah, obviously with kids, when you try to tell them not to do anything, they're going to just want to do it even more. But we know, you know, are there any ways to balance it? So like today, for instance, you know, you're going to give your kids candy. You're probably going to indulge yourself. Can you balance that out with maybe a more healthy meal than you would normally?
Yeah, you can balance it out with, I thought you were going to say, can you let them eat as much as they want today and then just give them water all week? No, it doesn't work like that. The best way is to focus on more than candy. Focus on toys, focus on activities, limit the amount of sugar. Have a frank conversation about what too much sugar can do to your body. It can make you sick when you're talking to kids. Diabetes, heart risk, your dental caries, it can hurt your teeth. Have conversations about that and limit it. Fruits, vegetables. Again, focus on the activities, Easter egg hunts with other things in them, like books.
My mom used to put dollar bills.
Oh, see, there it is. Bling, bling. There
I cared about that. I like that a lot more. Every time I was like, oh, I'm trying to find the dollar bills. Yeah, she used to put money or change. She'd put like change in there, and I could tell when I'd rattle, I'd shake the eggs and go, ooh, this is a good one.
Yeah, focus on the fun rather than the sweet. Understand that even though many chocolate bars can have 18 grams of sugar, and then if you have more than one for between 2 and 18, then you're over your limit for the day. So again, focus on the friends, focus on the family, focus on the holiday, focus on the day, and have open conversations about it.
Sure, and you know, like you said, for kids it can be especially dangerous over consuming candy, but you know, that's who candy's marketed towards. So you really have to be careful about. And look, I mean, candy all across the board is, I don't think you could argue that any of it's healthy for you. But I think we were talking about there are some that are probably a little bit more wild than others.
Yeah, and you know, and I'm thinking about it, focus. It's not this is a day, so you should not make it a hollow week, a hollow month, like just candy. Yeah. Focus on the day, put the candy up, and focus, and then move on.
Now, when you point out, I mean, we talked about, you know, potentially food poisoning, which can happen, and overeating candy can make you sick. What are some of the signs of that? Where you can tell, okay, my kids have too much candy. I mean, they get the sugar rush, and then the crash is usually a little bad.
Yeah, this is something that we've seen at Halloween. The kid with the chocolate all over their mouth and the stomach ache. I don't feel well. I can't sleep. Yeah. Again, a kid that won't wake up. Again, you can overdo it. You don't want to overwork your pancreas or overwork your body system. The more sugar you put in, especially the simple carbs like in candy, the more insulin that has to come out, which can shut everything down.
And I was saying, you know, you can get sugar from fruit.
Don't
people know that? Do people know that?
Not just, you can get it from, there's natural sugars in fruits, there's natural sugars in vegetables. There's other ways to get sugar, but the holiday, the day shouldn't be focused on sugar. Get active. There's time to eat. There's time to have a treat. And then there's races, relay races, Monopoly,
burn it off somehow.
Burn it off. Exactly.
Exactly. All right. I'm not trying to be the candy.
No, you are.
This is the way it is at the house. And my wife, she loves snacking on candy, and I have beef with a lot of that stuff. I'm not a pillar of health by any means, but
the title on to you, the Grinch, Easter Grinch.
For the Easter Grinch. I'm sorry, guys. All right. Thank you very much there, Eric.